Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. The Discord's down below. Go join that. I have Spirit Guide readings and Starseed readings down below. Y'all might want to go check that out. See what your Spirit Guides want to say. See what your Starseed origins are. Huh. Patreon down below. It gets saucy over there. You already know you gotta go join that. I ain't gotta tell you that when you know social medias go mess with your boy. Look, they down below. Mess with your boy. Look, some of y'all gonna be mad at this video because I'm gonna have to tell y'all the truth about yourself. Look. A lot of people may think that being human kinda sucks, especially like if let's say you a star seed too and like you know that like you not like always on some human shit, that you be on like some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're just like heavily spiritual and like you feel like you're very in tune with your spirit self, right? You know, you may be like, man, I hate earth, da 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 da. Now look, that's low key you being the human saying that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's you. That's you being on some human shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Now look, obviously, like okay, on like some alien shit, like and on like some soul shit, you can get tired of Earth, but a part of you really did want to be here, you know. And like I know that for me, when I be getting into my higher self, it don't really be no complaining. So I don't understand, like nigga, like okay, bro. So look, I'ma just put it out there, bro. Like look. There are aliens, right, who are like watching us from like the outside looking, and some of them are your boys and your girls. And they was like, nigga, Earth, I'm not coming down here. I had a wife in Egypt. She was not about to come to Earth again. Like, no, you know, she was like, nigga, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? Now I have other partners that are incarnated with me right now. Even though I ain't meet them, I know they're on the earth because I could see the whole soul plane and I could see it all. Timekeeper shit. I could even without the timekeeper shit though. I could still, you know what I'm saying. But that shit do help. I could see the Akashic records. But like my whole point is right when I'm into my higher self, it don't be no complaining. That nigga's not complaining. That nigga's teaching me shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when I actually become my higher self, it's like being a human becomes so fucking dope because it's like your higher self, right? When you're in that state, you already know so much shit, right? But it's like you can't really intellectualize it like that and put it into like words and concepts all the time, right? But it's like you have this human vessel where you could like download yourself, right? And like talk to yourself. And it's like you already know some shit, but like it's not like in all these words and stuff like that. So it's like you kind of communicate. It's like you communicate this frequency as your higher self. You communicate this frequency right to your human self, and it's like your brain puts it into words and it starts understanding shit. And it's like, whoa! And it's like your human personality just looks up at you, and it's like, oh my god, like we're learning all this crazy shit, and the whole time you already know this shit, but it's like you get to like relearn it in like a different kind of a way, and it's like you're teaching yourself, and it's like you're raising your own consciousness. And but it's not like you're the human personality going like I'm raising my consciousness, yay. It's like you become the higher person and you pulling your human self up. It's kind of like if you could go back in the past and talk to yourself as a kid. Like I would love to do that shit, and I do that shit internally. You know what I'm saying? And like there do be times where it's like I could have an experience where it's like I think that I'm here but I'm not, and I'm not actually here, and I could see my inner child and interact with it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit always feel good. So it's like I was about to say doing it physically, that shit would be even better. But I mean that shit, that's I don't know. My whole entire point is though, it's like imagine going back in the past, right? Cause even though even though you may not be where you want to be right now fully, I bet that some part of you has achieved something that your younger self would be proud of. So imagine going to your younger self and be like, yo, bro, look what the fuck we achieved. We became this motherfucking lit. It's like your younger self would be like, "Oh my god, we became so fucking lit." But whole time as the lit person, as you telling your younger child this shit, it's like you're like, nigga, like, yeah, like we're lit, but this is kind of normal to me now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like, as the higher person who already did this shit, it feels good making you young. It feels good to make your younger self feel good, and also your younger self feels good knowing that you become this lit ass nigga in the future. So it's like it becomes lit as shit. You know what I'm saying? But you can only kind of be like that when you become the higher self, you know? The reason why is because as the kid, right? The kid only got happy and shit because the higher self came through and was like, hey, yo, nigga, like, we gonna be lit as shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you never became the higher self, you can't go back and tell the kid that. Instead, what happens is right now, y'all people who talk about Earth sucks and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And best believe I would be saying that shit too. I won't say that shit no more, but I was one of those niggas. Yes, I was, for real. Being on some human shit, high key. You know what I'm being. The more alien I get, the more I ain't gonna lie, the more I love Earth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. But even though this shit is like kind of ghetto compared to certain places, you know, this shit's like a home. You know, it's my home right now. You know, so yeah. But like I was saying, the people who say, "Oh my God, I hate," you know, being on Earth and shit, those are the children who don't know how lit they became, you know? And it's not even about becoming lit in the future. I'm just saying the whole being lit shit because in this example, the kid's happy because he became lit in the future, you know? But you're the kid that doesn't know that he's lit yet. You're just like, oh my God, I hate this life and stuff. But that's because you being this kid that don't, you know what I'm saying, that don't really know much. And it's like you could know as that kid that you're destined for greatness, but it's like you're not inside the state of you that actually became great, you know? Because when you become that great person, you come back to your kid and you're like, hey, nigga, like, look, you know what I'm saying? And you acting like this shit normal and your kid get all hype and shit and stuff. You know, so the point is become it when you on some shit like, oh my God, I hate Earth, you really be on some human shit and you hate the fact that like because as a human, right, you could know that as a human that aliens live better and that your alien self lived better, but you're still thinking about it from the perspective of a human, and you're mad because you know that as a human, as an alien, that you kind of lived better. You know what I'm saying? But as the alien, you'd be like, yeah, we lived better in a way, but this shit, nigga, I came here for a reason, my nigga. Like the fuck. And oftentimes, well, I ain't gonna say oftentimes, but like sometimes, nigga, like yo, alien stuff could like the fuck out of Earth. I'm like, nigga, I'm happy that I'm here. Like this shit kind of like cause like Earth to me is like a playground, a school, and a mission, you know. But the first, like, you see how I said playground, nigga, I be having fun in this bitch. I be having fun. This shit be cozy as fuck. Sometime I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, my nigga. Like I be straight. And I wasn't always straight. You know, even when I go through shit now, I still be straight. Like, bro, like, y'all seen the experience of when niggas got lost inside that fucking forest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you know what I'm saying? I brought that up because like if I was on some more human shit, I would have been like tweaking way more than I was. Cause I did tweak for a couple seconds. Like yo, I did talk about how when I almost lost it at one point, and then also towards the end, I was like on some like shit. But like while actually in the forest for the most part, like you know what I'm saying, I did what I had to do, and it's because I was on like my lyra and shit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking, oh my God, fucking being a human sucks. Being on Earth, now I'm fucking lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this would never fucking happen in my home planet. That's still thinking like a human. You're just a human that knows that you have some alien shit too. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta actually become the alien that wanted to become a human. You know? You know what I'm saying? And yes, there are souls who were like, do I really gotta come to Earth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I really gotta come to Earth? So I ain't gonna lie, that is a thing. That actually is a thing. But like from a higher perspective on like some like source shit, because like that soul that says, do I really gotta come to Earth? Do I really? That soul is gonna advance to a point where they're not gonna say, do I really gotta come to Earth? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get to a point where they see why. Like, oh yeah, that Earth shit, that shit had to have, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. Cause like at some point in my experience, I would have been like, actually, let me tell, actually, during the human training school, actually, right? So when I first heard about this fucking Earth shit, right? I'm like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm gonna go to Earth. I got to type shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like, nigga, like, yeah, it is what it is. But during the human training school, right? It's like you kind of get trained to fall unconscious. You know what I'm saying? And learn to wake back up again. And during that process of like going of falling unconscious, right? I was starting to be like, nigga, like I don't want to come to Earth. Like it's like I was kind of feeling like how I felt right before I came. And it was like, nigga, I don't want to come to Earth. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of forgot certain stuff. You know. So yeah, I have. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was on some like alien shit saying I don't want to come to Earth is because I forgot a whole bunch of shit and I was falling unconscious, you know? So like the more conscious you become and the more of your true nature you start to embody, you know what I'm saying? Then like, you know, you start seeing that big humans actually beautiful because one, you get to learn a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the best part is the fact that you get to raise your human intelligence up to a higher level. Like you're already a highly advanced being, you know what I'm saying? Even if you haven't be even if you're not on like some Starseed shit, right? You're still a spiritual being. Like, you know, regardless, you're always still a spiritual being, and that is some crazy ass shit. And it's like when you become when you get in tune with your spiritual nature, because an alien could not, because you could have an alien, right, who's not in tune with their spiritual nature. Like you could have an alien who doesn't know that they're actually source, hence reptilians, evil reptilians. You know what I'm saying? But when you get in tune with your spiritual nature, right? It's like you bring that spiritual nature to your human life, and it's very awing. Like, you know, like imagine like bro, like I know for me, when I found out like magic and stuff was real and fairies and shit, and I'm able to fucking see spirit guides and shit, that shit was magical as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But that only happens I got into my higher intelligence over there. You know what I'm saying? I got into my spiritual nature and I brought that to my human self, and then my human self is like, bro, what the fuck? Yo, this shit crazy as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even while still being a human, I'm not living a complete mundane experience anymore, you know, because I brought my spiritual nature to my human self. So being in tune with your spiritual nature, you could bring that to your human self. Even if you're not seeing spirits and all that shit, right? Just simply meditating and feeling my spiritual nature, bro, that shit feels great as a human, you know? As on some spirit shit, it's just like this is just naturally me. But as a human experience, now it's like, dog, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I clearly feel the split of nigga, this shit normal, and oh my god, this shit so crazy. I could feel it in some stuff when I get like that, bro. So like, there's dope shit about being a human when you actually truly get into your spiritual nature. So if you think that if you think that you became spiritual and now you're like, oh my god, being human sucks, then you just might not be fully in tune with your spiritual nature. You just might be a human that knows, oh yeah, on the spiritual side of things, stuff get crazy. Oh yeah, there's aliens, and when I was an alien, my home planet was so much better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you just are a human who knows that shit, but you're still thinking about it as a human, you know? When you become the spiritual being, now it's like you could just talk to the human being and show it shit. You know what I'm saying? And teach us shit and be like, hey, nigga, look at me. Look at what the fuck we actually are. And you could start wowing yourself. And then you start looking at yourself like, oh my God, we're so crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope this shit making sense. You could flip between the spiritual self and the human self. And as the spiritual self, everything is just like, nigga, this is just cool. Like, this is just me, nigga. And then you shut it to your human self. And then you go back to your human self. You think, oh my God, nigga, you so cool. You flip, but you know? And it's like, yeah. So, it's actually pretty dope being a human. I feel like there really are some dope things about being a human, bro. So with that being said, it's been your boy Dot from Dot Me Not Coaching Get Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. Spirit guide reading is down below. Get into the spirit guys, I got you. Star Series is down below. Well, I find out what star seed you are, I got you down below. You know what I'm saying? Discord, Patreon, social media. Join the Patreon. It's getting saucy over there. Yes, I'm gonna talk more about the soul and the doctrine of the soul is coming up. Uh, Join the Discord is full of star seeds, you know what I'm saying? All that good stuff, bro. I love you. I'ma catch y'all. Peace.